What's poppin', everybody?
Welcome back to the Cold Popcast.
Zoe.
And I'm Steve.
And today we got an interesting topic. We're going to be looking over some Dad Against Predators content, or just general predator catching content that's been circulating the internet recently. It's a lot of it, I think, was inspired, of course, by the original Chris Hansen ABC videos back in the day. Yeah, To Catch a Predator. Back when they used to catch predators, and now you have a lot of people kind of taking it upon themselves to do the same thing. One of the more popular ones being Dads Against Predators. And what I'm curious about is just kind of the overall view of what they do, if it's a positive thing, and kind of going over the aspects of it where you see a lot of videos where they start abusing the people they catch and asking the question whether or not they're going too far or if it really doesn't matter because those people deserve it.
Yeah, I think that every dad should be against predators, and I think it's actually interesting because imagine a group called like Dads for Predators.
Yeah, right.
It'd be like
as opposed to the Dads for Predators group. We don't agree.
It's kind of like that Gays Against Groomers group. It's like, it's like, there's all these different. Everyone's got a title now.
It's an interesting thing because it almost implies like, okay, so somewhere there's a bunch of gays for groomers then.
Yeah, like they're like on the same side.
Yeah,
I'm not getting into that, but so let's go ahead and see the first video. I mean, I'm assuming these dads are gonna beat up a pedophile.
Yeah. So this first video is gonna give a glimpse, somewhat of a short compilation of how they treat the predators once they catch them. Mm-hmm. Now go ahead and see.
Hey, sir. You thought you were meeting a 13-year-old boy tonight? Don't grab my phone. Why'd you gonna meet a 13-year-old boy? This man was trying to meet a 13-year-old boy for sex. This man was trying to meet a 13-year-old boy for sex.
I don't know who you are.
What city are we in? Albany?
Stop fucking hitting me.
The boy was trying to meet a 13.
He's a pretty short guy.
That's not affirmative or disavowed.
You keep fucking
Damn.
pointing that finger at me, child predator. You're gonna get your shit ringed. Now, maybe isn't a good answer to try to pick up little boys, is it? Is maybe a good answer? We got a child predator trying to take
The crap out of him.
child predator.
He's like Tom Cruise running.
Oh,
there he goes.
Oh, I missed.
Ooh.
This man's trying to pick up a little boy.
Look at how he runs. He runs like he's there to pick up a little boy.
Oh my God.
Why is he just doing this?
He's a child predator in Cohoes, New York.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
So what do you guys take on that? What do you think about how they go about this vigilante
I think
justice?
that like because I've seen a lot of this like vigilante like pedophile catching things or predator catching things, and I think that my main takeaway is that it's kind of funny how when you paint somebody in a light, I mean obviously they are painting themselves in that light, but like when someone basically has 0% pity. That it's actually pretty funny to watch them get abused. To be honest, it's kind of funny. But not tortured. Obviously, like I wouldn't want to see these predators get tortured. But
They're just
like,
beating his ass. Oh, this guy's a predator over here.
Yeah.
Just beat his ass.
Just slapping him around. Like it's kind of like watching the Coliseum. Like all those people in the Coliseum were criminals. You know? So you go there, you get to see them get eaten by lions, and it's like, yeah, well, he was.
It's like they think it's fine that they can just beat his ass because he's a predator.
Yeah.
No, that's the thing.
Even though it's still assault.
Mm-hmm. That's what's interesting about it, like the human condition, because it's like because of what this guy's being labeled as, you don't really register the violence being done against them as like a bad thing.
And they're recording it and putting it out on the internet. Like, I'm assaulting this guy, and here's the evidence.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like if any of these predators really had the balls, to do anything about it, I feel like they could actually like win a court case. Like, cause there's because like a lot of the time those cases get thrown out when it's like, them just flirting with a kid online and then they invite them in to wherever, and then a lot of those cases get thrown out because it's like a mishandling of justice or something. I don't know how it works, but a lot of them do get thrown out.
It is on the money with that, because I mean, essentially, it's like you're catfishing them, baiting them into something.
Yeah.
Which
catfishing is crazy. 13-year-old boy catfish,
but
you're not actually 13.
That is wild. Yeah. But what's funny is there's like another video where they do an interview like with the guy the news interviews the guy who's like the head of the Dad versus Predators thing, where I guess the police have asked him to like stop because it is somewhat of a misuse of justice. And then also I found out that like when you have these people that do these videos, what you should do is you should call the cops and then leave it to them to like get involved. Apparently, if you like start abusing the person and like smacking them and stuff, that actually like hurts the case like tremendously. To where it's like it doesn't like work in the favor of like actually putting this person away or getting them to where they need to be. It's like it literally just gets the case thrown out most of the time because it's like now it's like, well, this person's countersuing you for assault. And like you literally filmed yourself assaulting a person who's yet to be tried for any crime. All we know is that you just beat this person up.
Yeah, I think To Catch a Predator actually got canceled because a guy like he took the sewer slide straight to hell after.
Oh dang!
after he got caught being a predator. That's how the show ended.
I think I saw something like, did he like run away and then kill himself like on camera?
Yeah, he did.
Dang. Yeah, and they're like, okay, this has gone too far.
Right, the phrase is take the sewer slide.
Oh,
so
yes.
Not what you just said.
Yeah, whatever I said was just wild.
Sorry, I'm trying to find this guy Alex Rosen. There's a video where he like catches a guy. Like he does the same thing, but it's cruel. It's like it's like it's crazy though because they kind of deserve it. I mean, they obviously deserve it, but he'll like literally catch the predators, get them on camera, make them call their family members and say like, so I'm here to meet a little girl, and this guy, he's saying that he won't call the cops if I just call you and tell you about it. And then the people on the phone will be like, what's going on? What's happening? What is this? Like he'll have them call their kids or like call their wife. Yeah. And it's just like, oh man, that's cruel for the other person. Like it's cruel for the guy. I don't give. Who cares about the predator? But it's so cruel for the other person. They're just like on the phone, like they're getting a nice good morning call from their husband or boyfriend or whatever, and like, yeah, honey, so I'm actually a child molester, and this guy Alex Rosen is here to call the cops, and I don't want to go to jail.
Yeah, this guy's destroying family dynamics. This guy away. Yeah. There was one that like I saw on Reddit. Unfortunately, they got taken down. It was like one we were asking to show, but It was basically like the guy that they had caught was like kind of slow. Like you can tell like he was like something like mentally regressed. And like they just started like beating the crap out of him. And then even the people were like, okay, like we're not siding with this guy, but there's like a level of cruelty that's happening here that is just like how much is too much, because literally the guy's like walking away. He like sounds like a kid, like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do it. And then like a guy comes and tackles him into a pole to where the like you can see like it was a support beam that was holding up a patio. It crumples under the weight of him just tackling this dude while he's trying to talk. Right. And it's just like, yeah, they're smacking him around. He's like crying. And it's just like yeah, it's like, okay, we get it, but then it's also like, do we believe in a court system, in the justice system, or do we not in that case? Because
they're doing that shit for content.
Yeah, because I'm like, some of the people that do it, you can kind of tell they're just like I don't know if they truly just wanted justice, then the cops would be there to arrest the guy. Yeah, exactly. But half of these people, you can kind of tell they just enjoy being bullies. I think about it, and that's like the part that I can see being contentious with the content.
I can buy that.
Yeah. But let's go see the news report because about the cops basically telling the guy like, hey, stop doing this.
Cut it out. This isn't very nice.
Robert, thank you. New developments tonight in a story we've been tracking since February. The leader of a group known as Dads Against Predators is speaking out after police threatened to prosecute if he and other members don't stand down. But the group says it's exposing child sex predators. Roxanne Elias talked to some who don't agree.
So why are you here to meet a 14-year-old boy? Yeah.
This is video recorded by the group known as Dads Against Predators. For months now, they've taken matters into their own hands, posing as young girls online and luring people they call child sex predators. However, on Monday, the Sandusky County Sheriff's Office demanded the group stop or face potential charges.
To be prosecuted, you have to be doing something illegal. So that's implying I've been doing something illegal this whole time, and they haven't prosecuted me.
Joshua Mundy is the leader of the group. He says he doesn't believe he's doing anything wrong. But police say prosecutors can't charge the people the group finds, and others in the community say the work is dangerous and should be left to law enforcement.
A lot of times this becomes an interference and does not allow them to do their job. We need to back our police. I mean, they're citizens and family members just like you and I. They trying to do a job.
There's enough road rage and things going on where, you know, give everybody the finger, and then, then you find out that they're crazier than you are, and you've just escalated a situation. You haven't disarmed it at all.
Mundy disputes that, saying he's just trying to do the right thing.
I don't consider myself doing anything different than filming a car accident and posting it on YouTube. In Ohio, I have the right to film anything I want. It doesn't matter what a third party says. They chose to come meet me.
But what about the part when you're
That is the
smacking
dumbest
them?
thing I've ever
I
heard.
want these guys locked up just as much as anybody else.
In Fremont, Roxanne Elias, WTOL 11.
You know, one of these guys actually died doing this.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
imagine.
I forget.
Shot and killed.
Yeah, one of them was shot and killed. Basically, they were doing their thing, going out there catching predators.
You won't catch
One of the
me.
predators was
Bow.
armed, shot him.
What?
I
Did
think I don't
the
know if
predator go to jail?
probably did. There's no footage of it because I think like at that point it escalated to where it's like, okay, this isn't filmable anymore. Like people, are,
Right, yeah. Where one of my guys just died.
yeah, one of the guys died
From
but,
that group?
Oh yeah, from the
From that
Dads Against Predators. I don't know if it was him, but I know one of the guys that was like pretty
It's such
famous.
a goofy thing to die
He's
over.
still doing it?
Yeah.
Like, you're not even doing anything. They're really just putting these people in a situation where it's uncomfortable and awkward, and maybe they get slapped a few times. But
Yeah.
they're not paying for their crimes. Like these guys could literally just go and molest someone right after this.
Yeah, and that's the thing because it's like it messes up like it's interference in a lot of law cases, and especially when they escalate it to where they're like basically using the fact that no, we have a shaming moment of you now, so now you have to oblige everything we say or else you're screwed. And then they start using that as a means to abuse the guy. It's like, well, a lot of times, like the guy said, those cases will get thrown out, or it would interfere with like an actual investigation they may have into like this predator because these vigilantes got involved.
Yeah,
Right.
that
Even
makes sense.
Batman doesn't go beating up predators because
Yeah.
he knows like the cops will be better at.
Now I
handling
think
that.
about it, that's probably why Batman's villains never stay in jail because Batman being involved is like ruining the case. It's like we were gonna arrest the Joker, we had an investigation, but thanks bats, you went ahead and threw him off a building.
Yeah. Now he has like plausible deniability.
Yeah, now we got to let him out. So I think that's probably what's going on. And it's kind of like the thing, like if like the full context, like, I get it. Like it could be a scared straight tactic of like, okay, well maybe if we bully these guys and show them like, now your identity is online, we know who you are. Maybe that'll stop it. We slap you around a bit, but like you said, that who knows if that's gonna stop in one, and then two, it's like you're really exposing yourself to a very dangerous situation. Because I'm like, when you do that, I feel like you are now dealing with someone who literally has nothing left to lose. You revealed to the world that he is a pedophile online. What does he have to lose now? Like
Right.
you're putting yourself in a really bad spot, I think, with that.
That leads me to a good question, right? So what if we just had an episode about dating apps, but what if you're on a dating app and somehow I managed to make an account, I match with you and I'm like pretending to be a hot chick, right? Pretending to be a hot chick and I'm like talking to you.
Catfish.
Yeah, I catfish you basically, and I send like a 13-year-old boy to your house.
Oh,
and he,
God.
like, shows up and he's like, "Hey, I'm Terry," or whatever.
I'm
girl's name
Terry.
was. Yeah.
Okay, then I would say, okay, well,
Like you plan a date out,
Yeah.
and then you're sitting at the restaurant, and then I get like one of my little cousins to like come and like sit at the table with you.
oh,
What would be your immediate response? Like, "Hey, I'm Terry. What's
I'll
up?"
be
And
like,
I just thought
are
you were
you Teresa's little brother? Where's she at?
cute. I'm like, this guy's here to meet a 13-year-old boy. I'm like, this guy, and I just start slapping the shit out of you. And you have to like run out, like you're like, oh, falling down.
Yeah,
Terry's like,
running away.
yeah, you pedophile. Yeah.
I mean, I would be enraged. Like, I mean, what if getting out of that situation? Obviously, I would like have to fight you. Like they're like it would be on site after that. Like I don't care what you have to say. I don't care how funny. I'm like, okay, Steve took it too far.
No,
He's
I'm just holding my camera.
fucking
can't
around.
What if you damage my camera? We can't do the podcast.
That's
anymore.
fine. Listen, you're damaging my reputation.
That would be like it's like a reverse
ra-
predator catfish.
That's
That's hilarious.
insane. It's like it just got you out there with you're filming me.
Like I feel like he would freeze up as soon as the boy sat down,
Yeah, that
and
would
then
like
it just
freak me out. 'Cause I'm just like that's like the most optics crazy thing that could happen to anybody.
and I would make sure it's a little white boy too, just so there's no way you're saying it's a family member.
Oh God. Yeah, that'd be terrible.
Let's close on that.
Yeah.
Story there. I feel like I've said the word pedophile too much in this episode.
Might have. Yeah.
Anyway, guys, thanks for watching this episode.
Just
Let us know in the
say
comments-
PDF file. From
Yeah,
now on.
PDF file.
Yeah.
Let me know what you think about these dirty little PDF files and whether or not they should be shredded.
Yeah.
And definitely leave some comments below because this episode should be pretty funny or fun or interesting at the very least.
Yeah.
You can find us on all social media at The Cold Podcast. We're also on audio and video platforms, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, etc. Check us out on Patreon. $5 a month gets you access to the My Black Friends podcast and any other exclusive content we create. Thanks for popping in. We got to pop out of here.
All right. Peace.